What's up guys, welcome to another video. If you're at home right now with no equipment whatsoever and you're really struggling to get an adequate stimulus to your muscles, then stick around, I've got you. I'm going to go through a full body workout with no equipment whatsoever, so if that sounds good, stay tuned, let's get into it. But wait a minute, 65% of you that are watching my videos aren't subscribed, so what are you playing at, mate? Click that subscribe button, thumbs up this video, but yeah, let's get into it. Let me put you through hell with no equipment whatsoever. It's gonna be sick. And a quick one before we actually go into it, in terms of reps and sets. With reps, we wanna keep them kind of moderate. I don't really like going over 20, really. Then it turns into more endurance. So try and keep them under 20. There's ways to make the exercises harder, which I'll go through. But in terms of sets per exercise, 2 to 3 sets per exercise. So with a full body split, you're gonna be doing this 3 times a week. If you were training 4 times a week, you could do like an upper lower split. So you do Monday, upper, Tuesday, lower, rest Wednesday, upper Thursday, lower Friday, and then rest for the week and then back on it Monday. But if you're training 6 times a week, you could do like a push, pull, legs, rest, push, pull, legs. But yeah, for a full body split, 3 times a week and you'll be sound. The first muscle group we are working in this full body split will be the legs. Biggest muscle group is the most demanding muscle group in my opinion. So starting off with the legs, a lot of people think that you start off with like a squat. With bodyweight squats, it's not really going to be the most challenging exercise for most people. So doing unilateral exercises where you're working one limb at a time. So by doing the exercises one limb at a time, you're going to put more stress on the muscle because you're putting more of your body weight through one leg. So yeah, lunges are a great exercise. I would start with this first. Just focus on a good tempo, not too fast, just really try and feel the muscles working. And with all exercises on here, you want to be going as close to failure as possible, leaving only 1 or 2 reps in reserve, and on the last set of that exercise, go all out to failure. Without weights, it's harder to get enough stimulus to the muscle, so you've really got to be training hard and go to failure on almost every set, so bear that in mind. So after the lunges, we are going on to a Bulgarian split squat, my favourite and least favourite exercise. The reason it's my favourite is that you get an amazing burn in your quads. So you can see here I'm doing like a 3-second eccentric, a 1-second pause, and then exploding back up. Focusing on time under tension like this with this exercise will literally make you want to cry. So yeah, try it out, let me know how you get on. So then moving on to a calf raise, literally stand on anything that will elevate you off the floor. So you could stand on a step, like which I'm doing here, or you could stand on a book, literally anything. Just think about a slow tempo, getting a good squeeze at the top of the rep. Not much to calves really, just focus on the tempo and just trying to feel the muscle work. If any of you have got a hack to make your calves grow, then let me know, mate. Working your chest with just body weight is pretty easy. Obviously, remember to put your cap on backwards, otherwise it's going to decrease your range of motion. So yeah, an obvious one, the push-up. It's going to primarily work your chest, shoulders and triceps will also be worked as well. But yeah, a good compound movement to do, I definitely recommend it. You can make this exercise harder by adding resistance. You could put a backpack on, load that up, and then you've got more resistance, or you could just slow the tempo down. I'll go through at the end of the video of how you can make exercises harder, but yeah, push-up, a good one. So if you can't do a push-up, what you can do is what I'm doing here, just go onto your knees and do a press-up from there. Quick disclaimer, when I'm doing push-ups and dips on my fist, it's not because I'm trying to look cool, it's because my wrist is absolutely smashed up from a BMX crash I had a while ago. I broke my wrist 3 times, so yeah, mobility in my wrist isn't great. That's my bad wrist, not much mobility. That's my good wrist, absolutely fine. So yeah, that's why I'm doing things on my fist. So if you don't have that problem, which 99% of you won't, then do them on your palms. You know what, you're probably intrigued of how I actually broke my wrist, so I'm gonna post the crash right here. Yeah, it hurt. At the time, I actually thought I'd done my shoulder again, but yeah, I broke my wrist. And just so I don't look like a complete idiot and I just fall off all the time, I'm going to insert a clip where I don't fall off.
X-Stay on the bullshit, man. When I roll back to Cleveland, I can't believe them. The sounds of the non-believers. Outcast till I'm in dirt before it did hurt. Now I can understand how you can dismiss a front on. Ask me how I feel about the ones with closed eyes. My words, how I feel exactly.
So yeah, one of them, the crash I did was a trick that I could literally do in my sleep.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Another variation of the push-up to work the upper chest, this is pretty much mirroring an incline bench press. So get your feet on something that's elevating you, do your push-up as you would doing it flat, just try and get a good stretch at the bottom, get your chest as close to the floor as possible, and then drive up. So this one is called the pike press. You want to imagine getting yourself in like an A-frame position, and what this is going to do is put your anterior delts through a lot of stress. It's pretty much mirroring a shoulder press with just your body weight. This is like the peasant version of the handstand push-up, but these are quite challenging as they are, and I'd probably recommend that you do these before your press-ups, like your push-ups for your chest, because I tried them after my push-ups and I felt quite fatigued. So obviously the more upright your torso is, like the more vertical you are, it's going to put more emphasis on your front delts, which is going to make the exercise harder. Whereas if you're not quite as vertical, then it's going to be more on your upper chest, which will make it a little bit easier. But we're trying to target the shoulders, so go as steep as your mobility kind of lets you, and yeah, we want to be working the shoulders. So yeah, for training back, I would recommend using your hour that you're allowed out of the house to get out of the house and find something where you can do a pull-up. A pull-up is arguably the best upper body exercise you can do, so if you can find somewhere to do a pull-up, then do it. If you can't quite do a pull-up, then you can just practice the eccentric phase, where you can jump up, grab onto like a goalpost or a fence, which I'm using, and just do the eccentric part, drop down, jump back up, and keep doing that, because the eccentric part of the movement will help build muscle for sure, or at least help maintain it in this phase. So definitely worth doing. So when you're training back, you want to do a vertical pulling motion, which the pull-up is, and you want to do a horizontal pulling motion, which an inverted row, which I'm showing you in this clip here. So yeah, go out, see what you can find. I improvised and used a fence, which I literally thought was going to fall down while I was doing it. So try and find something sturdy. If you've got like a sturdy table at home, that will do the job. So just anything. I see some people using like towels and bed sheets over the doors and stuff, which is a little bit sketchy. And I see all sorts of exercises people are doing on YouTube and Instagram, where they're literally like using towels for pull downs and stuff like that, which yeah, it might be stimulating your muscles to a degree, but it's not something that I would recommend. I think yeah, your pull up and an inverted row is your best bet. You see some people honestly literally like laying on the floor and trying to work the lats by like, it looks like they're humping the floor, mate. Yeah, it might be working your muscles, but not very well, and you look like a clown. So yeah, don't do that. Do what I'm doing. So arms is a little bit more difficult to work with just your body weight. Triceps are fine, so close grip push up like this, like a diamond type press up. If you do them, you will stimulate your triceps quite well. So a good one to do. So tricep dips on a chair, something I can't do because of my wrist, but Mac kindly filmed me a video and sent it me over, so I could use that. Nice one, Mac, shout out. So as demonstrated, pretty decent form. Can't knock it, to be fair, Mac. Well played, mate. Just get your elbows to at least 90 degrees, get a good stretch, drive back up, and get a good squeeze. It's an exercise you can make harder by having your feet elevated. So if you feel like they're quite easy, then you can do that. And obviously you can add resistance by putting something on top of your legs, say, just to add resistance. So try that out. As for biceps, with bodyweight exercise, it's pretty hard. Any pulling exercises, say when you're training back, like pull-ups, chin-ups, rows, that is all going to stimulate your biceps. So I've kind of covered that already. But with just body weight, doing biceps, it's pretty hard, I'm afraid. So there is loads of videos online where people are literally like, I don't know, grabbing their leg and they're just like curling their leg up and stuff by adding resistance by pushing their leg down. But I'm not going to tell you to do that, because would I do it in my own training? No. So why would I tell you guys to do it? So keep training back, that will stimulate your biceps, and obviously if you can, then try and get hold of just some like 5 kg dumbbells. You don't need like heavy weights for biceps, so if you can get hold of some dumbbells, then do it. So that concludes my full body workout. I did promise I would go over how to make the exercise harder if it's too easy for you. If you are, then soz, you're just too strong for me. No, I'm joking. There is a few ways where you can make the exercise harder. So slowing the tempo down, slow eccentric. So think of a push up, instead of just going down really quick, just think 1, 2, 3, then back up. Another thing you can do is pause reps. So at the bottom of the rep, so say on a lunge, you go to the bottom instead of coming straight back up, wait there for a second and come back up. Another thing you can do is rest pause set. So you take a set all out to failure, you rest for 5-10 seconds and then try and bang out another 5 more reps or so. So another good way to overload your workout. Another one would be obviously increase the number of reps per set. Probably quite an obvious one, but thought I'd just get that point across. You could add more volume, so doing more sets in your workout. Another one would be reducing your rest times. If you could do 4 sets of 15 and you had 2 minutes rest periods, and then you could do 4 sets of 15 within 1 minute rest period, that is overloading your workout without adding weight. So that's another good one. In terms of actually adding weight, you could put a backpack, load that up, and then you've got more resistance. The final tip I'd probably give for overloading your workout without increasing weight would be just to improve your form, getting a better mind-muscle connection. So there's probably a lot of people that when they're lifting weights, they're actually performing the exercise okay, but they're not really feeling the muscles working. So if you can focus on it's normally slowing the tempo down, but if you can focus on feeling the muscles working more, building up that mind-muscle connection from just improving your form, that is another way to overload your workout. So I hope them tips helped you. I hope you try out the workout, and if you do, let me know in the comment section, let me know how you get on. If you did enjoy the video, smash the thumbs up. Obviously, if you're new to the channel, click subscribe. Obviously, everyone that's already subscribed to the channel, thank you. I appreciate you. You are some sick guys. But that's all from me, guys. If you want me to film any videos of a topic you want me to cover, then let me know and I'll make a video on it. Well, I might do, it depends if it's a good topic. But yeah, that's it from me. I'll see all you guys in the next video.